And still a reasonable amount of utility. Like, you got a Prowler there, you got a Boombot there available for the Barbers to try and move in. And it looks like might be about to pull the trigger here. Fault line comes up through. Haunt available as it's lobbed into the site, as well as some paint shells. And now time to charge in. Polvi actually just gets cNed out. The brand new player at NAVI taking out first casualty from paint shells.
I mean, great coming out from Barbers. I mean, the desk was hitting on it right. This roster filled with an absolute ton of experience. Very fun one is now going to look for a hit onto B. Members of NAVI are around to try to look for an answer, but Lucker says no.
Oh my days, Lucker steps up, but then SUYGETSU answers. It's the Chambers making this round happen as SUYGETSU gets another one here, pushing on forwards through the dark cover there. He hovered over the head, but didn't know the player was there, waiting for the moment, and finds it. Shao with 2 as well. Explosive first round.
Honestly, crazy after Lucker was able to find so many opening picks. I mean, heck, even polvi with the paint shells to get things going, but really nice retake coming on through, like after the pistol. And honestly, Munch
are straight off of the bat going with some stingers. They want to make a little bit of an upset happen here. They want to kind of ruin the flow for NAVI, see if they can steal some of those rifles. And, you know, as soon as a round like that starts to go pear-shaped, it can get messy very fast.
Yeah, really nice sight hit coming out from NAVI so far, though.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a kill there. Polvi takes him down, and Kryptix is on the scene as well. And suddenly, it's a man advantage for the Barbers.
And now, I mean, the Barbers are the ones who have the Vandal, right? Polvi has that one on board. They pick that up. And it's looking like a pretty good sight hit for them. What can cNed do?
We'll have to see. Looks like the commitment will come on through from NAVI. Trying to find some shots, trying to find a pick, and it's a nice shot from cNed, but he's taken down as Eccles grabs 2 for himself. SUYGETSU can't quite finish it off. 3 people surviving, they'll be able to in the first game.
Oh, 100%, and now gonna look back towards A, and NAVI heavily looking for some aggression towards B. Aren't gonna be able to find anything, but once again, the start cover coming out from Eccles, gonna potentially shut down aggression, but Zyppan, he looks for it, instantly gets taken down. Luckily, cNed was able to answer.
Yeah, trades elsewhere on the map. Shao gets another one. In fact, it's all gone wrong as cNed finds yet another head. Despite the rifles, despite what happened in the previous round, NAVI just makes sure.
Towards the safe side, but this has just been favoring NAVI so far.
Certainly has. But a very defensive start here. Not wanting to try and fight too hard for A. As they go up mid. Sneak in here. Shao will be on the scene. And you can see immediately Angel slinking on over to make sure that someone else is there. On B, they know that the hit is coming. The aftershock comes on through. Angel going to be holding the angle. If he can find a couple of headshots, it will be huge. But the paranoia pushes him away. Shao, though, turns it into 2. Taken down by Eccles, but he's done the damage he needed to. Only 2 on the scene. Kryptix and Eccles. But here comes cNed with the Blade Storm in hand. Smoke dissipates. Now time to move forward. Up he goes, and actually taken out by Kryptix, and Eccles gets one as well. Suddenly, this is looking pretty good for the Barbers. Trying to get some haircuts going, and Angel's certainly not going to have much hair left after that one. Zyppan, alone in the world, and realizes he can't do anything.
And Kryptix getting the plant down on C. Not really planted for any type of long play towards C, like we see Eccles playing towards right now, but still going to be very rough for Zyppan to even try to look for this Bulldog in pocket. It doesn't look like he's even going to go for it.
No, very good stuff coming out from the Barbers. And this is good. This is what we wanted to see, right? Because at the end of the day, Barbers, they're a mixed team. They qualified through the wildcard. They're up against NAVI. Like, they're up against literally one of the best teams in the world. So you need to see them coming in explosive and clearly warmed up, clearly hitting their headshots, clearly working together as a team.
And I really like seeing them go for that hit onto B. We actually saw Angel was playing on A site. And I feel like what we typically see a lot, even earlier in the day, right, of the like great defensive plays come out from Breach, or how it works with an Omen, is from that backside on B, preventing them from going with the utility that you can throw through the box. And with him not on site, we saw Barbers able to get onto site. And NAVI did have a nice pincer, but then we saw them kind of just going in one by one, getting picked off. cNed going in with the knives, he gets taken down, and Eccles able to...
The Slaves, once again, the spike leaning towards A here. This seems to be kind of their default. We've not seen them really focus much on the other sides. It's been predominantly A. We'll see if they can make it happen, because cNed is here with his operator, and he's pushing up. He's being aggressive.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen the same smoke come out from the side of Barbers, right? Trying to deny information. And Eccles going straight in for the aggression. But Barbers completely...
here. Nice little headshot from Zyppan there. Does find the first one to defend it. Polvi on the side does find a pick onto Angel, and that's kind of crucial to even the numbers up. That could have been disastrous after the first pick. Spike goes down, though. And now NAVI on the retake.
Now we're going to see what they can do. cNed with that operator is still up right now, trying to get into garage, but it is smoked off. Is going to be able to find any impact. And multiple members of Barbers on site.
Ooh, cheeky little headshot from Zyppan there. Finds him just next to the logs. Kryptix about to peek, but it's Meddo to go for it. Traded by Shao, and Meddo gets a second one for himself. cNed has to make it happen, but it's not going to. Meddo on the scene. We'll see if cNed has what it takes. But he doesn't have time. He doesn't have the weaponry.
And you have an op. You want to save that, so just trying to get out of there. See if he can find any exit kills from the members of Barbers. And honestly, great pivot coming out from Barbers, right?
Yeah.
Making that lean once again towards A. Like you said, that really has been their default. Throw out the dark cover, get a fault line down.
Bear for multiple players for Barbers, so they're in a pretty nice spot at this point. Zyppan does have that Nightfall, and there's still an operator for cNed, so certainly possible, but SUYGETSU going to spot a player. Tags polvi, but couldn't quite finish the kill off.
And now, I mean, Barbers just doing what they've been doing, right? They've been taking these rounds, I think, decently tempered, waiting for a lot of the utility to come out before they decide what site they want to commit to. And now looking for this lean towards mid. See what I mean, they still have those ults up, right? Can look to throw out a Rolling Thunder if they want to try and force their way onto site. But polvi actually already taking incredibly low.
Yeah, that's off of the headhunter shots. Oh, I thought that was going to be a collateral, but cNed gets his head taken clean off by polvi instead. That's polvi. That's the one that was already low on HP, but managed to find the kill anyway. 5v4 here. Nightfall comes on out. Zyppan charges around the corner, finds one, looks for a second, but it's Angel to grab them. Suddenly 2v2. Everything on the line here. Both economies kind of dicey at best at this point, where a couple of rounds could change everything. Rolling Thunder comes on through. Not really much capitalized off the back of that ultimate, though.
No, Angel, assuming that members were still pushed on to B. I mean, Kryptix was here, but still, Eccles wasn't on site yet. Now they're going to look for the plant. So we want to see Angel and SUYGETSU play together, but SUYGETSU's so incredibly low, only on the 5 HP.
Flank coming on through. There's the fault line to get a bit of CC going on through. Angel playing so close. I don't think they're going to expect it. The flick is insane, but Kryptix answers it. Sheriff in hand, operator in hand. In fact, SUYGETSU, can he find the shot? Kryptix playing it slow and steady, as he should. He knows that SUYGETSU has to play into him. SUYGETSU 5 HP to work with. Kryptix knows it, wants to find the Angel, wants to find the moment, and he will. Kryptix gets it. 4 on the board now for the Barbers. Yeah, on the new NAVI roster, and NAVI, you know, managing to win their first international, but after not being able to go to Reykjavik and managing to win Copenhagen, but then, unfortunately, only 4th place, which, you know, still pretty commendable. But I think they were wanting a little bit more when it came to Istanbul. Now behind against the Barbers. polvi, though, first one pushing forwards in garage. And I like that the Barbers, it feels like very calculated play. This doesn't feel like a random mix that are just taking aim duels and just playing aggressive every round. Like, this is calculated Valorant.
Again, you can see the experience coming through. Eccles doing a great job IGLing this first half of Haven so far. So kind of waiting out, trying to see if they can find anything towards that B site. I mean, they've had a lot of success here so far, right? We've seen that, especially the way that Navi's playing, not using that breach towards the back of B site. We see Shao not over there trying to, like, utilize that as Rolling Thunder comes out.
SUYGETSU finds one, teleports away. polvi answering with a trade here onto Zyppan. Now 4v4 once again. Spike going down. It's B. Once more. Eccles. That was a very nice little shot up C. And now it gets tense. Once again, it's the Barbers with an advantage, but Shao answers that one. Kryptix gets on the scene, taking down cNed. SUYGETSU, one with the operator, but polvi just around the corner. Surely he finds a kill. Here's the reload and punishes it, but Shao's there. Eccles, I mean, pros don't fake. Pros don't fake.
Oh.
He's just going to stick it. And there we have it. Shao takes the round.
Yeah, I mean, Eccles not looking for it, thinking it was a fake coming through. He even still had his paranoia up to where SUYGETSU the one back with it in his hands this time around. If they're going to go back towards this A aggression that they were faking early on.
Yeah. Do you have Eccles kind of playing up aggressively here, trying to pretend it's going to be more, but now the rest of the team moving forward into main as well. Lucka, though, outplays SUYGETSU, and that's the operator down. And now you can see cNed with the Guardian. There's a Bulldog there for Angel. It's not a great buy, but cNed's making it work regardless. Angel, I mean, the two guns I just mentioned, both the ones to find kills as polvi gets a trade with the paint shells. And once again, mid-round, we're in a 3v3.
And this time around, I mean, for the side of NAVI having some tools available, Shao having the Paranoia online, Haunt coming back up for Zyppan if they want to try and find any information. But still, for Barbers, still having a decent time as it looks like they're slowly trying to make their way towards that B site once again. I mean, if they can get the plant down, I think they should have a decent setup to try and keep the members of NAVI off site. But we'll see what they're looking for as dark cover comes out.
Yep. Oh. Into the site here, up on top.
30 seconds
but
left.
Little do they know, there are no players here from NAVI for the time being. It's going to be a retake scenario, 3v3 once again. cNed has that operator. That's going to be crucial. I mean, cNed known literally as the Turkish jet. This is his comfort zone, but Zyppan taken down. It's not ideal. Shao trying to find the flank, will get Eccles. These 1v1s. Kind of going alternating directions here. cNed peeking on forwards, wants to try and find it. The Cloudburst comes on through, and he will survive, but it's close. Shao steps on in, second duel in a row, but Meddo shuts him down. 1v1, running out of time though. NAVI need to make this happen. cNed needs to make this happen. Faking going up on top, tapping the spike, but Meddo's behind him. cNed doesn't know, and he's taken out once more.
Great workaround coming out from Meddo. cNed.
Great decision making so far. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Yeah, still going to keep up with the dark cover towards the end, denying that information from coming out. You know, it could make NAVI think like, hey, a play's coming out towards sewers. You can see that Angel having to rotate really quickly as Eccles doesn't find it, so he gets to.
Not a bad little headshot there, answered by Meddo, but you know, he'll be happy with the trade, I think. polvi holding the angle and takes out Shao, being a little too aggressive.
And that one's got to feel bad. Like, Barbers are up, you know, man advantage, but still, Eccles, he got the Paranoia out, still losing that duel. Could have been huge momentum, but once again, Barbers is just going to keep working their way towards B, but very conscious of a potential flank coming out if you look where both polvi and luckeRRR are keeping their attention.
Yeah. And I like this, right? Barbers, we mentioned it before. This is very, like, calculated, steady play coming out from them. Quite often, you expect from a mix to be more aggressive, be a little bit more gung-ho, I guess. But so far, playing it slow. And
you can even see now, paying so much respect to NAVI, despite the fact that they're on an eco. Not wanting to disrespect them and give over any guns to their side.
And, you know, understandably, like you said, this is not a team that you can mess about with. And Zyppan proving that fact as he gets one on to luckeRRR here. 2v2 is polvi. Getting one, Kryptix finishing two off as well. They grab the operator.
See now what SUYGETSU can do especially is it looks like he's going to look for an aggressive play down C.
Tour de force in hand for one of our players here. It's the operator on the other side, the shoulder spotted. SUYGETSU sneaking forwards and he takes it. Takes down luckeRRR. SUYGETSU earning his wage there, getting that shot for himself. polvi takes out Angel, and this is a much faster play onto the B side here, trying to take players by surprise. Zyppan down. And you just mentioned, Lyric, this was the buy round. This was the round where NAVI finally had a bit of money to work with, and they're just blown apart.
And we're going to see if cNed can find anything to open up this bomb site for the side. Because he does.
Yes, he can. Oh, yes, he can. cNed steps onto the scene, taken out by Eccles through the smoke in the end. But it's 2v1, and it's feeling like a NAVI win unless Eccles can find some kind of miracle. SUYGETSU shuts him down, second kill of the round. But cNed, take a bow after that one.
cNed finding the flank, gets in there. Also, SUYGETSU winning the opening chamber versus chamber duel, setting things off to a good pace, and now NAVI kind of getting back into it. And you could see, right, Barbers have been very conscious of a potential flank coming out for numerous rounds. NAVI haven't really gone for it since we saw, I think it was like round 1, round 2. And the patience finally paying off, not respecting the fact that this can come out. And now for NAVI, I mean, Operator online once again, and look at the ultimates across the board.
Yeah, I mean, if they needed resources, they've got resources. Like, you can see pretty much maximum utility as well, aside from SUYGETSU not actually having a trademark. He does have the money for a trademark, but not going to go for it. As Zyppan playing defense for the time being. And it's back to A. This feels like the default for Barbers, like just playing. Although I say that, they're going quickly. They're just pushing on in. Rolling Thunder comes on through. Zyppan on the scene, but look at this. Angel taking 2. Eccles trades it, but it just ain't enough of a trade. Meddo finds himself alone in a corner. There's a terror trail telling everyone exactly where he is. And I don't think there's a way out. I don't think there's a pretty ending to this one. Meddo would get his ult if he can get just 1 kill, but they're going to trade it. They're going to push in, and cNed finds it.
Angel, great read this time around. I mean, Navi were stacked up towards that A site, expecting the hit to come out. Eccles used the ultimate to get up into heaven, and still didn't work out. Was able to find 1, but the response by Navi was just so clean. And heck, we look at it going into the last round. It feels like the story of a lot of these rounds have been like, okay, Navi doesn't have money. What are they going to do? Like, favor towards Barbers. But finally, the shoe's on the other foot.
Yeah. And it's a great foot. It's a beautiful foot. I don't know where I'm going with that one. I'm going to change topics now. I thought that was going to... You know, have you ever been in that situation where you say something and you're hoping something witty will pop into your head mid-sentence, and then it kind of just doesn't, and then...
Now, your first stint as a Valorant caster, you're going to be known for very weird things.
Yeah. Talking about feet. Great stuff. Zyppan charges forward. polvi takes his head off and finds Angel as well. This is a bit more like it on the A side. polvi with 3. Wanting around as we head towards the second half here. Barbers want that advantage. Meddo gets the spike down. cNed and Shao. 2v5. Everything on their shoulders in the last round of the half.
Yeah, we're going to see what cNed could do once again with the Operator. Does have the ultimate, and he finds 1. Eccles going down. Great coordination, kind of pulling away Navi's attention from backside to get that pick on long, and then working together.
Oh, no. cNed finds the headshot with the blade storm. Almost gets a second one. Does find a second one, in fact. And now onto the side. Gets them all. cNed. 4-man and a clutch.
And that's exactly what you want to see from cNed when we talk about this potentially being a redemption year for him on this Navi squad. Things looked doomed. Barbers were on site, 2v4 in hand, and cNed single-handedly bringing it back. I mean, heck, right? Everything Navi's doing right now built around this player.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, we're talking about cNed kind of having a year to rebound, to come back from a disappointing 2022. I mean, we're still in 2022, but...
And just from Ascend overall, right?
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, fitting that he would then join 4 FPX players rising from the ashes. I'm seeing some metaphors here, but we've got basically just a cNed highlight reel here because, I mean, people asked how he was going to perform on this roster. Apparently very well.
And overall, just great positioning moving towards sewers. You can see Kryptix didn't even expect it. I mean, the fact that he missed that first shot, but still able to find it with the Blade Storm. And now we are swapping sides, and it seems like Barbers still wanting to keep up the aggression. Navi playing this very slow, though.
Yeah, that's exactly what Barbers might want. Eccles does get 2. That was very nice stuff from him. Traded by Angel in the end, and it means we're in a 3v3. Once the amount of times I've said we're in a 3v3 in this game. Meddo stepping up. SUYGETSU slightly wide on the headshot. Moves away.
I mean, the fact that Eccles was able to find 2, and it was 2 members of Barbers walking into 4 members of Navi was just absolutely huge. And now with the Headhunter online, Meddo's already low.
But I think it's like you say, they weren't expecting that aggression. Lucca moves in, but SUYGETSU gets him, and Angel follows up as well. Suddenly Kryptix finds himself alone in the world. Needs some headshots here. Needs to make the round happen, but it's giving away his position now. Trying to find the 1v1 with SUYGETSU, but SUYGETSU's not going to let that happen. Gets to the other side. Rendezvous out.
Finally gets that one up. You can tell.
It was close.
Didn't really have the best idea of what he could do there. Still manages to get away. And I mean, now Spike planted for long. They're going to be able to play this one so easily. And yeah, for Navi, it seems like they should be able to pick up, you know, the second pistol round.
Kryptix wants it, but they're not going to peek until he goes for the tap on the spike. Dodges the fault line. Oh, that one way is ruining everything for Kryptix here. He's running out of time and flanked by SUYGETSU. Now it's the pistol. They go straight for the stingers and manage to make a round happen. I don't see why you don't just go for that one again. Like you said, though, very aggressive defense in the first round. And you can see it again. Look at B. They're all sneaking up towards window. Are NAVI going to expect this is the question.
Still, NAVI not taking anything too fast. So the members of Barbers are going to walk into numerous members. Is Angel? Oh,
it's a nice pick. It's a good start. Can it turn into something more is the question. SUYGETSU taken out. It's a crucial member. I feel like NAVI have basically just been pushed into their own spawn. That's all the ground they can get for themselves. Zyppan decides to change that though. cNed with a headshot onto polvi as well. Gets involved in the action. Kryptix moves forward, but cNed is on the scene, and Zyppan, I mean, these headshots are crisp. This is a team that is now well and truly warmed up.
And you said it looks like Barbers are pushing NAVI into their own spawn, and it's like, that's good for that initial pick when you have the surprise, but I mean, once the members of NAVI know you're there and they have that gun advantage, really nothing the Barbers can do in that impossible task. As we've seen, I mean, Barbers have just been playing this A-site defense so aggressively. Echo's pretty much continuously pushing up sewers, trying to get any information. It's really denying NAVI from looking for any type of A push, but still, I mean, NAVI not really committing any utility early on, so still have a lot of room to play with.
Yeah, playing it extremely slow, which you would expect, right, from this team. Playing for information, playing to get what advantage they can. cNed steps out, tries to get the trade. 8 HP remaining as Kryptix moves out as well. It's certainly a slightly favorable trade towards no health, though. No players going down.
Still, though, gave time for Barbers to fully commit towards the A site. Still going to work their way up slowly for the side of NAVI. And again, look, I mean, you still have things like the Prowler, the C's online, Fault Line now up. Looks like they're going to use that one. So should be looking for the A site hit now.
Oh, Eccles, it was so close to glory. Does get one for his trouble, and cNed finding 3. Very nuts. Oh my days, gets him on the updraft as well. I see cNed as a player to get him on this roster. Yes, absolutely, is the answer so far. 9-6 on the scoreboard. The Barbers now need to find a way back into this game. Lucka has that operator. polvi, again, aggression up from A. And I like that Barbers are sticking to their guns here. These kind of rounds have worked for them previously. Not right now, though.
I think it's very interesting as well, them not wanting to just try and deny a site hit coming out from NAVI. And heck, every time NAVI have gotten on site, right, that's where we've seen the dominance come out. luckeRRR going to be able to find one.
All right, it's a trade then. Angel control A main here.
Still have the Fault Line and Haunt online, so we'll be able to gather a lot of information.
Feels tense. Meddo just gets one through the smoke. Why not? Why not? Kryptix on the scene as well. Steps out looking for SUYGETSU, but taken out instead. Now, the site belonging to NAVI because SUYGETSU's got an operator and he knows how to use it. He knows how to operate it. Eccles in a 1v2 has to make something magical happen.
Spike planted.
Spikes down. SUYGETSU there. Oh, misses the shot though, and Eccles in a 1v1 all of a sudden. This looks doable. This looks winnable.
He has been the one making things happen for Barbers early on. Will he know Angel's tucked into the left though?
Trying to pretend that he teleported, but Angel finds the headshot. It looked so doable.
Rolling Thunder. If NAVI did want to go for any type of fast hit onto A site, they'd be able to go for it. cNed even finding the opening pick to set it up.
cNed finding the opening pick. It's a sense we've said a lot of times. It's NAVI looking fantastic. Barbers losing one early. I mean, it's an eco, so not to be too surprised here. And you know, it's kind of funny. This is our first Valorant event. I've actually cast Kryptix and Eccles before, years ago in Counter-Strike of the UK scene. Used to be on Fish123, did Kryptix. And fun fact, my mate Tim made the logo for Fish123. I know that was a team that kind of popped off in Valorant a little bit as well. My mate Tim made their logo because they didn't have a logo and we needed a logo for broadcast.
Shout out to my mate Tim, as Kryptix now finds a pick of his own for Tim. But I don't know how much it is going to do.
There we go. Shots come through. Eccles gets one, but Angel finishes him off swiftly. And we'll see if luckeRRR can do anything. He's got a classic and he's got a dream.
You know, I'm sure there actually is probably one person out there from the UK scene who did follow them back then.
There's more than one person out there that's from the UK scene.
Well, okay.
Sorry, you say your sentence.
Here we go, luckeRRR going.
Oh! Not bad, not bad. Oh, I wish the second one could have been beautiful. That was a nice little flick, though, for the first kill.
Yeah.
You know what? That's okay. It's because the little beeps came on, but that's the beeps saying we're coming out of a pause.
You know what? You haven't been awake for 36 hours.
I haven't been awake for 36 hours, and I'm very happy about that fact. I'm very okay with that fact. Here we go. Bit of aggression from cNed. Paint shell's gonna do not a lot. Was his blocked by the door. cNed stunned here, take down by Meddo. The action kicks off with a headshot. It's not a bad little start here. Spike's still basically just in spawn, but yes. Great little bit of defense.
I mean, cNed trying to play aggressive, find that opening pick. Did force the full ult to come out, right? Meddo having to use that Rolling Thunder to guarantee that they're able to find that opening pick. But I mean, heck, when you're down 6-11, it really feels like you need to commit those resources to make sure you stay in the game.
You know, they say there's no thunder without lightning. That headshot from Meddo was the lightning that we were looking for here. Barbers 5v4, and you can see NAVI taking this as slow as possible, using everything they can. Fault line comes out, stuns up Kryptix, and immediately they blast onto the site. It's only a single player there, but now the reinforcements arrive. Meddo through dark cover really would like to find himself a pick, but I don't think it's going to happen. After shock through, Angel there. Spike's still not down. 20 seconds to make it happen.
Yeah, and 4 Barbers now. Looks like they're going to wait. I mean, heck, they still are up. 5v4 coming in. You still have gold flashes up for Meddo. You have C's on Kryptix.
SUYGETSU with 1. 4v4 now. Makes it difficult for Barbers. Need to go for a retake in even numbers against an operator in SUYGETSU's hand, but that's a nice pick. And a teleport as well. They got away with it. Meddo gets another one. Zyppan needs to make things happen here, but it's Eccles on top of the scene. Finishing them off, gets the defuse, and keeps the Barbers in this game.
And it's the first time we've really seen Barbers change up the pace, right? Typically, even as defenders, they've been the ones pushing into NAVI, looking for the aggression. The Lucker does have the op in hand.
And he's got the Call of Duty throwing knife crosshair to boot. I don't know how you can use that, honestly. But again, slow play from NAVI. And rightly so, you know. 2 rounds away from winning this game. 2 rounds away from... So, I mean, this is their first map as a team. They want to get their first map on the board.
Oh, 100% right. I mean, even just like the pressure and the expectations on you as, you know, being considered probably still one of the best teams in the world, the fact that you did keep a core together, you did bring in another star player, would be quite disappointing to lose on this first map, but heck, still not committing to anything too soon. And Barbers have kept up with their adaptation, not looking for the earlier pushes we saw coming out from Eccles in things like sewers, not going for these aggressive peaks down A-Long. But A-Long looks like where NAVI are going to send their attention.
Oh, Lucca slightly wide on his shot. That would have been crucial. Still, all players up right now. The Headhunter comes out. Kryptix hiding away at the back of the site, but found by Angel. Found right in the head. Gets a haircut of his own. Bomb down. 5v4. NAVI on defense. The retake from Barbers.
I mean, heck, we still have Paranoia, Flashpoint online. A lot of ways to try to find some opening picks on the site.
The C's going to hold everyone in here, but follow up for the time being. cNed wants to peek it, but keep your eyes on Lucca. He's got that operator and he knows how to use it. cNed gets one onto polvi as he goes in. Zyppan with another. And look at this. They're just shooting fish in a barrel. Nobody can get in.
Yeah, now it just looks... I mean, NAVI going to bring this one up to 12, right? We can see the Barbers just having to get out of there and try to save some guns.
Meddo might find this one. He's holding the angle, but cNed with the updraft. Oh, my days. I thought he was going to turn that around. It is taken out, but Meddo falls, traded by Zyppan. Eccles desperate to hold onto this rifle, and he finds Angel reloading as well, but no, yes, will be traded in the end. Finds a second onto SUYGETSU of an organization like NAVI, so they got to be thrifty.
I feel like an hour break was too much. SUYGETSU gonna find the opening pick.
It's a good little start to the round. cNed following up as well, and I think that might be that. Everyone's still alive for NAVI. Barbers in a 2v5 to keep this map alive. This is their map, but not anymore.
And it just feels like, especially on this attack side, NAVI have just looked so good. The patience they've played with, how they've committed these sites. And cNed, I mean, a lot of questions, but so far, just fragging out of his mind on this first map of Haven.
Spike goes down. Meddo with everything on his shoulders in a 1v5 against one of the best teams in the world. Taken out. And NAVI take their first map.
And like we said, right, not only Navi's first match kind of changed